The power of belief is the single most important force that separates those who achieve greatness from those who settle for mediocrity. And I'm telling you right now, if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. It doesn't matter how talented you are, how smart you are, or how many opportunities land at your feet. If your mind doesn't embrace the belief that you are capable, that you are worthy, and that you are destined for more, nothing will ever change in your life, and the grind will feel meaningless, like running on a treadmill going nowhere. But when you cultivate belief, when you truly plant it in your soul and water it with relentless action, it becomes a force that propels you forward, even in the darkest moments when failure stares you in the face. Every excuse in the world whispers that you should give up. Belief is what pushes you to wake up at 4 a.m., to put in hours nobody sees, to fight through the pain, the doubt, and the naysayers who tell you it can't be done, because belief doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't wait for validation. It knows its own worth. It knows its own power, and it refuses to settle. Belief transforms struggle into fuel and pain into proof, because when you believe in your dreams so deeply that it becomes a non-negotiable part of your identity, failure is no longer something to fear. It becomes a teacher, a guide, a necessary step on the journey toward the vision you refuse to compromise. And that vision, fueled by belief, becomes unstoppable, because your mind doesn't just process obstacles. It devours them. It looks at rejection and says, I will not stop. It looks at criticism and says, I will rise higher. It looks at limitations and says, I am limitless. And when belief is that strong, it magnetizes opportunities you never imagined. Doors start to open, people start to notice, and the universe begins to align with the energy of your determination. But let me be real with you. It's not easy. Belief requires discipline. It requires consistency. It requires showing up every single day, even when your body is tired, your emotions are drained, and your mind wants to quit, because belief is not a feeling. It's a decision, a daily commitment. And when you make that decision, your life changes. You start seeing possibilities instead of problems, solutions instead of excuses, and potential instead of fear. Belief gives you courage when fear screams louder than reason. Belief makes you relentless when laziness tries to whisper soft lies in your ear, and belief reminds you every single morning that you are capable of achieving what others only dream about. So don't just say you believe. Live it, breathe it, carry it in your actions. Let it define your grind, your mindset, and your journey, because when belief meets action, when faith meets work, when your soul refuses to quit, that is the moment when ordinary people become extraordinary, when dreams stop being fantasies and start being realities. And that is the true power of belief. The kind of power that shakes your world, transforms your mindset, and forces you to understand that the only limits that exist are the ones you allow in your mind. And if you refuse to allow them, if you commit fully, if you believe without hesitation, without fear, without doubt, then nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop you from becoming everything you were born to be. Belief is not just a mindset, it's a lifestyle. It's the fuel that separates the average from the unstoppable. And I'm telling you, if you don't wake up every morning with a fire in your soul that tells you, I can, I will, and I must, then you're letting life pass you by, because the world doesn't hand out success to the timid, the uncertain, or the doubtful. It gives rewards to those who step up, who refuse to accept excuses, and who embrace the power of belief so fully that it becomes unshakable, no matter what storms hit, no matter what obstacles appear, because belief doesn't flinch when the odds are stacked against you. It doesn't crumble when failure slaps you in the face. It doesn't shrink when people laugh at your dreams or question your vision. Instead, belief looks every challenge straight in the eye and says, you don't define me, I define me. And that's the difference between those who talk about their dreams and those who live them, those who complain about their circumstances and those who conquer them, because belief transforms fear into fuel, weakness into strength, and doubt into determination. And when you truly believe, you start to see that every rejection, every no, every closed door is just a redirection towards something bigger, something better, something you weren't ready for before, but now, because of your belief, you are, and the power of belief makes you relentless. It makes you obsessed. It makes you willing to sacrifice comfort, sleep, and temporary pleasures in exchange for the life you envision, because you know deep down that your dreams are non-negotiable. And the only person standing between you and them is you, and the difference between those who achieve and those who fail is not talent, it's belief. It's knowing that you are capable of more than the world tells you, more than your past experiences suggest, more than the voices of doubt scream in your ear, and that knowledge, that conviction, ignites action, and action backed by belief cannot be stopped, it cannot be denied, and it cannot fail, because it moves with purpose, with clarity, and with a relentless hunger that refuses to settle for less. And I'm telling you, when you harness this kind of belief, doors open that you never even knew existed. Opportunities appear that you didn't even see coming, and people start to notice your energy, your drive, your commitment, and the world begins to align with your vision. But let me remind you, belief is not passive. It's not a wish, it's not hope, it's a daily fight, a daily choice, a daily refusal to let fear, doubt, and laziness dictate your destiny, because belief requires you to push harder when your body screams for rest, to keep going when everyone else stops, to ignore the negative voices in your mind and around you, and to act like your dreams are already a reality, because the universe responds to those who show up fully, without hesitation, without doubt, without excuse. And when you operate like that, when belief is the engine and action is the vehicle, there is no limit to what you can accomplish. There is no barrier too strong, no mountain too high, no goal too big, and that is the true power of belief. It changes your mindset, it transforms your grind, it redefines your reality, and it tells the world, I am here. I am ready, and nothing can stop me. Belief is the invisible armor that protects you from giving up when life tests you the hardest. And I want you to understand this right now. Success is not reserved for the smartest, the fastest, or the luckiest. It's reserved for the ones who refuse to quit. The ones who get knocked down 100 times and still get up 101, because they believe in themselves, they believe in their purpose, and they believe in the fact that they are capable of more than anyone, including themselves, has ever imagined, and that belief is not a passive thing. It's active, it's aggressive, it's relentless. It's the fuel that makes you wake up before the sun, that pushes you to grind when your body is screaming, that keeps you moving when the world is telling you to stop, because belief doesn't negotiate with excuses. It doesn't bargain with fear. It doesn't compromise with doubt. It says, I will do this. I will rise. I will succeed, and it doesn't care how hard it gets, how long it takes, or how many obstacles show up in your way, because belief is rooted in purpose. And when your purpose is strong, nothing can shake you, nothing can break you, and nothing can make you quit. And I'm telling you, the world will try to make you doubt. People will try to make you feel small. Circumstances will try to make you give up, but belief is louder than all of that combined. It roars from inside you. It tells you every day you are bigger than your fears, stronger than your struggles, and destined for more. And when you internalize that, when you truly embrace it, your mindset shifts, your energy changes, and you stop waiting for validation from anyone else, because belief says, I am enough. I am capable. I am unstoppable. And that mindset changes everything, because now you start taking action with conviction. Every move becomes deliberate, every choice becomes intentional, and every step forward becomes unstoppable momentum. And when you combine belief with consistent action, you become a magnet for opportunity. Doors that were once closed swing wide open. Connections happen that accelerate your progress, and the universe starts aligning with your vision. But let me be clear, belief is not a one-time decision. It's a daily practice, a daily battle, a daily commitment to refuse to let fear, doubt, or laziness dictate your destiny. It's showing up when no one is watching. It's pushing past exhaustion. It's ignoring the voices that say you can't, and it's holding yourself accountable to the standard of greatness you know you are capable of. And when you live like that, belief becomes unstoppable. It becomes unshakable. It becomes the force that propels you beyond limits, beyond barriers, beyond what you ever thought was possible. And that is why the power of belief is everything, because it doesn't just change your circumstances. It transforms your mindset. It redefines your potential. It creates a new reality, and it tells the world, I am here, I am ready, I am not backing down. And the truth is, the only thing that can stop you is your own hesitation, your own doubt, your own refusal to truly embrace the power of believing in yourself. And once you make the choice to believe, once you decide to act on that belief with relentless determination, that is when you step into your greatness. That is when you start living a life that others only dream about. And that, my friend, is the power of belief, the kind of power that turns dreams into realities, struggles into triumphs, and ordinary people into legends. Belief is not something you talk about lightly. It is the difference between living a life of excuses and living a life of results. And I want you to hear me clearly. If you are waiting for someone else to tell you that you are capable, that your dreams are possible, that your vision matters, you are wasting time, because belief starts and ends with you. It is a decision you make every single day, a commitment you carry in your bones, in your heart, in your actions, and it demands that you refuse to let anything or anyone shake it. It demands that you wake up every morning with a fire that says, I will not be denied. I will not quit. I will not settle. And when you operate from that place, the grind no longer feels like work. Struggle no longer feels like punishment, and obstacles no longer feel like barriers. They become opportunities. They become challenges to test your strength. They become stepping stones that push you closer to the life you know you are capable of achieving. And let me remind you, belief is not passive, it is aggressive, it is fierce, it does not wait for permission, it does not rely on luck, it does not hesitate when fear whispers in your ear. Instead, it shouts, it pushes, it demands, it moves, it conquers. And the person who truly believes is unstoppable, because their mind does not allow doubt to control their destiny. Their heart does not let fear dictate their decisions, and their actions do not negotiate with weakness. When you truly believe in yourself, you stop caring about opinions that do not serve you. You stop letting setbacks define you, and you stop giving power to anything that does not align with your purpose. And the result is clarity, focus, energy, and a relentless drive that makes mediocrity impossible. Because belief transforms the way you see yourself, the way you see your goals, and the way you see your future. It makes you understand that you are bigger than your past, stronger than your struggles, smarter than your critics, and more capable than your fears. And when you embrace that fully, nothing can stop you, no excuse, no failure, no rejection, because belief turns obstacles into fuel, pain into motivation, and setbacks into springboards for success. And the most powerful part is that belief is contagious. It radiates from you. It inspires those around you. It draws opportunities. It attracts people who match your energy, and it commands the attention of the world. But it all starts with a choice, a commitment, a decision to stand tall in the face of fear, to act boldly in the presence of doubt, and to push forward when everyone else would stop. And when you live like that, when belief becomes your anchor, your engine, and your weapon, you start to see results that others call impossible, doors that others call closed swing wide open, and your life begins to reflect the greatness you always knew was possible. And the truth is, the power of belief is not about luck, timing, or talent. It is about knowing without a shadow of doubt that you are capable, that your dreams are valid, and that your purpose matters. And when you carry that belief every single day, with every action, every thought, and every choice, you are unstoppable, unbreakable, and undeniable. And that, my friend, is the power of belief, the force that separates those who dream from those who achieve, those who quit from those who conquer, and ordinary people from legends. And the only question left is, will you choose to believe? Will you step into the fire and let your belief define your destiny? Because If you do, nothing in this world can stop you from becoming everything you were born to be.